Hi guys, I just want to talk about a penny stock called Sando Ranch Media. It's a penny stock uh, that has been rising last 1 or 2 months, and it's one of the technology stock, kind of like I would say kind of like AITX. If you compare their graph, it's kind of sort of close, but not exactly. This stock has been rising much more than AITX. Mm, Okay, let's see what's a hypo about. So this is a California company, established about 5 years ago, 2016, and it's solely mostly dealing with mostly Internet of Things and Wi-Fi connections. And what's so interesting about this company is it has so much partnership. So basically, this is a summary I have. So basically, it has connection with T-Mobile. It has connection with Microsoft. It has connection with a lot of big companies. It has a subsidiaries called Tri-Cast, which is like you can see their website. Um, like let me see. Tri-Cast. Tri-Cascade, and it has uh, it deals with a home, smart device, home experience, global issue, and also IoT gateway. So basically, gateway and IoT is the most like 5G, and there's a couple of products they have. 5G, Microsoft Sphere, um, EC700, CAT, IoT, Dango modem. Um, what's surprising about this small company is basically even though it's a penny stock company, it's a small company. They are actually selling their stuff in like a lot of big name, websites like T-Mobile websites. But beware, this company also has a lot of competitions. So that's the one of the downsides, we have to look at. Um, yeah, and also I found out also another internet user. He shared some stuff. Uh, what he think about SRMX. But like a lot of news about TriCare, how the SRMX it's subsidiary, Tri-Cascade. Um, did last couple of years, but there's not much of very recent information. Last one is 2019. Um, so so basically compare this penny stock and then some other many other ones. This one seems more legit because why would many big companies as a big companies partnership. So it's not like it's a very first you have even you partner with those big companies, you need to be more transparent. You need to show your your product, your financials and stuff like that. So when those big companies, so the big companies did their for like let's say did their due diligence already. Like so, you kind of they screened it for you. So right now you can so it's not much as risk as some other companies. And here's a news about Tri-Cascade enter development agreement with Athena Corporation for AI home automation product. Um, so basically, it's also a very well-known company, and basically it's just a Tri Cascade now engaging with Microsoft AITX computing partner, Athena Corporation. So Athena Corporation is basically a Microsoft AIH computing partner. So this is all very legit. Like, you know, so so this gets rid of some of the risk behind this company. Okay, here it says basically they partner with Athena. It's basically Microsoft AIH computing partner. It's a big name. Obviously it's a big name, and they partner with them. I think developing a chipset, the new quadrille chipset. But so obviously it's a good thing. They partner with industry giant. But the only thing I'm concerned of is maybe even through the product is good, the product is successful, but what's the market? What's the market for them? And it doesn't mean any good product or product achieve the you know uh, the expectation of its designer, but how will it perform and how big is the more product for this a smart home device. um you know it's a questionable, but I think you can consider it as a concept company. It's kind of like a uh very hot stock, like future expectation. The stock is value is built on future expectation, like Tesla, like Neo. So obviously, even you look at their financials, they haven't made any money yet, as most of the penny stocks, and also especially those kind of technology stocks. So, so how you do in the market need to be, um, you know, we need to follow up, much more. Especially like there's not much news. I think recent months. I think it might be because of the COVID. Everything is closed, and so maybe we'll see more things coming out of them, more information after the COVID. Okay, here it did actually talk about the indoor air monitor system. The market size, it's going to be 200 million by the end of 2024. Uh, yeah, but we do not know how the market will this system will perform in this market. How much it will capture. Uh, so basically, we can only assume. So this for those type of companies. So what I'm going to do with this stock? Okay, so let's look at the couple of things. So basically, the Tri-Cascade. It's basically a wholly owned subsidiary of the Center Ranch Media. CEO. So basically, this company CEO owns a lot of shares, which is a good thing. But okay, and also the flow is not that big, so that's why you know I think the stock still have much room to run. And let's look at the partnership. There's many big name partnerships. Okay, so basically, for example, there's a one T-Mobile, partnership with T-Mobile, partnership with SpaceX, partnership with Proton Development, which is their solar play. And with T-Mobile, they have the Internet of Things. They're dealing with, and they manufacture through a company called Compal Electronics. It's actually a Taiwanese company. So basically, I guess the CEO of this company, Mark Lee, I think he's a Taiwanese American, so he has many connections, Taiwanese connections, for their manufacturing and other stuff. And they also, I think the partnership with SpaceX, I guess they're also, providing like their Wi-Fi, connections and the Wi-Fi spot. SpaceX has a long history of dealing with, Taiwanese company and Chinese company, so I think it's something good here. And and also I think they are also, when try to venture into the herb market and the home charging market, but this is not very clear right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stock right now. I think the stock, it's already bottomed from last couple of weeks, and because the stock, just the recent stock crash, and also um, the adjustment of the stock itself. So let's bring up the chart. Um, so yeah, so basically it ran a lot, just one last month, and it gradually tried to correct itself, and now find the bottom. So I do think the stock in short term it will rise a lot, and just full disclosure, I bought some stocks like um, somewhere around here. So basically, I will be. So what I'm gonna do is I will be selling some stock when it head back because I bought it too much and I bought a lot. And when it come down, I also average down a little bit. So I'm going to sell a little bit when it head back to my average, and I will leave some, just let it run for a couple of years. I think this stock is it's right now has a good potential, and, and it can run a lot in the future. Um, Based on this company has a lot of drives, basically. Based on like what all the big name company they partnership with, and so it's not just an average startup average company like they just sit on their merits. This one is actually actively you know um try to strive to be bigger and more successful. And also, I think their Asia connections can make their product much cheaper and more competitive with their compared to their competitors. So compared to other stocks, I think this company has much more potentials. Um, and also, right now, I think it's the stocks are already bottomed out, so it's a good point to if you want to get into the stock, or maybe you can, I think this, yeah. So basically, I think right now it's probably a good buy. So hopefully, you can get into a second round uh, very soon as the stock market recovers. Okay, thank you. This is for today. Maybe I will have an update on this stock later on if I find out more information on the stock. Okay, thank you.